You need fantasy breakouts this year. We're going to help you find that. Dave Richard, Jamie Eisenberg, I'm Ryan Bass. This is CBS Local Sports. And in Philadelphia, there's going to be a lot of breakouts, but specifically one at wide receiver you really like, Jamie.
Love Jordan Matthews this year. I think he's got top 10 potential. You look at the last two #1 receivers for Philadelphia and Chip Kelly's offense, Deshaun Jackson 2 years ago, Jeremy Maclin last year. Both guys finished as the #9 receiver in standard leagues. And I think Matthews has that type of upside. He's just been dominating everything that's been thrown at him this offseason. His own defense, opposing defense in the preseason, and Sam Bradford's the best quarterback he's going to play with going back to what they had last year. So I really love Matthews' upside going into 2015.
Let's stick with the Philly theme then, because Matthews can't throw the ball to himself.
No, and if Sam Bradford has a big year, it'll be in part because of Jordan Matthews. And I agree. I think that he's absolutely a breakout candidate this year. Sam Bradford, if he can stay healthy, that's always a big if with him, could be in line for 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. That's what quarterbacks have averaged in Philadelphia since Chip Kelly's taken over the course of a season. So you look at Sam Bradford, he's better than the quarterbacks that they've had. You look at the receiving core they have, Jordan Matthews is the headliner. They've got a great opportunity to do some big things there, and Bradford can get some great numbers.
4 Bradford-led drives in the preseason for the Eagles, 4 touchdowns. So that offense certainly looking good under Bradford. There's no Jimmy Graham in New Orleans anymore, but you like a guy who could certainly take over Jimmy Graham's production now that he is in Seattle.
Yeah, he's going to be the #1 target for Drew Brees, and that's Brandin Cooks. And you look at what he's done in the preseason, that should only solidify how you feel about him going in. These two receivers, in terms of Matthews and Cooks, I think have both the ability to be top 10 guys. I like Matthews better than Cooks in standard leagues. I like Cooks better than Matthews in PPR leagues. I would not be surprised if you see these projections here if he gets to 100 catches, and he certainly has the chance to be 1,200 or more yards, and I think 6 touchdowns is low. I think he can get to 8 touchdowns.
He's going to be Drew Brees' favorite target.
Really excited about Brandin Cooks.
We know where the ball's going in New Orleans. About in Pittsburgh, where's the ball going to be going? Martavis Bryant's not going to be there for the first 4 games, but you still consider him a breakout.
I love this guy. I love his talent, and I think he's much more than just a deep threat receiver. You're going to remember him from what he did last year when he caught a bunch of deep passes for touchdowns and didn't do a whole lot else. He's going to be better than that. These projections are way off base. I wouldn't be surprised if he doubled the yardage, had closer to 1,000 yards, and had around 9 or 10 touchdowns, and that's in 12 games. So I think that there's really potential for Martavis Bryant to have a big, huge season. I don't mind waiting for those first 4 games to go by, let him sit on my bench, and then he can be my #2 wide receiver as soon as he comes back to the Steel City.
He's going to drop in drafts because people are worried about that suspension.
That's even better.
You can steal him and get a guy that could be a #2 wide receiver. Dave and Jamie, I'm Ryan. CBS Local Sports. Thanks for watching.